So this is the restroom trailer.
This is it. 8,500 pounds is
Yeah.
what this weighs, but my truck will pull 17,000.
It's absolutely a really good trade-off for the unique design. We all have the same product. It's really just what makes you stand out. And something like this is absolutely one thing that, and the nice thing is that it speaks for itself.
Yes.
You don't have to sell it. Like people look at it and that's what makes them fall in love with it. That's what made me fall in love with this. That's why I really wanted to come and see it.
Yep. Let's start at the front.
Okay.
So we actually built the trailer. We didn't buy the trailer. We built it from the ground up. We put the axles on it. We built the waste tank. And really it's because of the waste tank. I didn't want to build the trailer, but I couldn't figure out how to get a waste tank to work under, one of these deck overs or something. If I could have made that happen, I would have done it. Because we have probably 2 months in this trailer because it's the first one we ever did, and it was pain in the rear end.
Are you going to do another 3-station?
No, the next one I was going to build is a 2-station.
That's
going to do a 2-station with just a women and a men. It's got a generator on it, so I can plug in and be off grid.
Oh, and it's interesting. Yeah, this is nice. Yeah, because you are. I think my dad and I talked about something like this, but then this is the exact same issue that we had brought up, but you already like.
So
that's nuts.
It's pulling air in here, and then it
spits it out there.
It spits it out there, and of course that is powered off of this, so it's all. And then this can be locked. It's just nicer looking.
Oh, absolutely. Oh yeah. This is nice. And you even have the fan. So is that just sucking out air as well and spitting it out, or is that spitting air in?
Both. So see in the wall over there, that's vented to the exterior. It's triggered by a motion sensor. So when you walk in, a motion sensor kicks that on for 7 minutes.
That was the one thing I was wondering, because obviously standard restrooms, they have the HVAC, they have the whole unit on top, and then they have the vents spitting through, but you have it in one side. Why did you go with this design and not put it on top?
Well, because I have a pitched roof,
yeah,
so I can't do that. So then you're limited to a mini split. I don't know how else you would do it.
Are you staining this yourself?
Yeah, that's torch. That's just a propane torch.
Oh. And then the trash, and I've seen these designs with the trash when it's a circle into the wall.
I need to change that a little bit. I've had people not be able to find the trash can.
Even with the sign.
Yeah, even with.
I don't know if you're doing this, but I think it's important to do to offer the attendant service. I just did a wedding a couple of weeks ago, and the guy was adamant that I have an attendant, and it was a long ways. It was a 3-hour drive from here, and I didn't really want to hire. I have a kid that will do it. And it just didn't work out. So I'm like, I'll tell you what, I'll just spend the night and I'll be the attendant. And he paid $75 an hour, for 9 hours. But I learned a lot. Standing there and watching everything, you learn a lot, and it's necessary. So I learned that, number one, people can't find the trash can. So I've got to change that a little bit. And then as the alcohol starts to flow at these weddings, it's good to have somebody there to help those ladies in and out, even though it's only a couple of steps and there's a rail. It's still good to just be there, kind of help them get in and out so that nobody has a problem. That's important, and keeping it clean, that's important, too.
It also gives you a lot more opportunity to connect.
Absolutely.
With everybody.
I handed out every business card I had, and I had a bunch.
Yeah, that's the attendant route. It is hard because then you also do have to rely on someone, like what you said, because then if not, you're going to be the one that has to go out there and do it. We don't always want to do that, but it is always great to get that experience. I love these lights right here. These light fixtures.
Yeah, I do too. I really, when I came across those, it's like, all right, that's a good look.
What kind of light bulbs are these? Because you see the rods inside.
It's just like, it's an LED, but it's made to look like old, but they're new.
That makes sense. So it's kind of like a design, almost.
Yeah.
And then this is just
another women's.
Another women's. Man, this is nice. So how long is this one? How long is the trailer?
16.
So this is nice because I know when clients, the reason why I don't like pushing people towards like smaller units is because sometimes you'll have a client ask about the space inside, whether it's you know, the daughter who has to change out of her dress,
Yeah.
or the bride who has to change, or, you know, be able to go in there because their dresses are so wide. And I know with like the 3 stations and the 4s, I know my 2 station's 12. I believe the 4 is 14, and the 3 station I think is on the same 14 frame. But the problem is that when you go to the 4 stations, any of the manufacturers, it gets much smaller. Because rather than extending the frame, they kind of just try to finesse their way into figuring out how to get 4 restrooms. So then you start losing real estate of the frame.
Yep.
And also too, you lose how big the counter can be, how big the sink can be. I remember you told me, you're like, if the next time I'm gonna do it, I'll be able to do it cheaper, I'll do it faster, and you'll do it better.
Absolutely.
So this was just a learning experience. It makes sense that after learning all the stuff that you do, it makes sense why you would just go this way. How did you even approach the steps part?
Well, that's another thing. I will not do this again. This took forever to figure out and get it to work right. Now it does work pretty good, but you know, they fold up and then they lock on to the side. I'm not real happy with it. It's
What is it about that you're not happy about this design?
that part of it.
That it's outside?
Yeah, it's outside. I don't like that. Probably what I'll do in the future is switch over to either an RV door or modify the Lippert steps that go inside
that's
and then
what we
they lock
have.
in. I'll probably rebuild the bracket that those use to work with this type of door, or switch to an RV door.
When you were doing the design of the stairs and this, why did you opt for this? Is it just because you were 100% comfortable with it? Like you?
No, I didn't know what I was gonna do.
Oh.
We just built it, and then I found a manufacturer locally that this is what this is for. This is extruded aluminum. I watched a bunch of YouTube videos, and we came up with this design. They fold flat and then they fold up. I won't do this again.
No.
It was hard. It took a lot of time, and it works, but it doesn't work flawlessly.
What I love about this is how wide
They're big.
they're like how wide they are. Because I know ours isn't as wide. It is a little bit more narrow.
Yeah.
It is nice. Have you seen those trailers that are hydraulics?
Oh,
and
yeah.
they drop to the ground?
It's pretty involved, and I do have a design, and we might end up building that.
I really appreciate you letting us come and
yeah.
see this and showing us the whole property.
You know, though, back to how did this come about? I've been building tiny homes for years, and this is just, it's nothing different than what I built before, except that we had to build the trailer and the waste tank. And I've been renting trailers for 2 years now. I've got Nortex Rentals is my rental company. I rent my skid steer a little bit. But I came across a YouTube video maybe a year and a half ago, and it was a restroom trailer. And I was already renting regular trailers. I thought, oh man, that is a much bigger ticket, because these only bring $100 a day, $115 a day. And I don't rent much out here. I might rent, that trailer right there will go out on average probably 7-8 days a month, you know, so $700 or $800 a month. And I was like, wow, I could rent this one time for $800, $900. So that's kind of what pushed me into this. It's like, well, I looked on the internet, I couldn't find any other manufacturers building anything like this. And I thought, well, we'll stand out like a sore thumb because we look so different. And I feel like it's a higher end design than what the other ones are. And so I don't really care to be the top dog. I don't want to charge $2,000 a day. I just would like to charge the same as everybody else, but stay booked. You know,
Absolutely.
that's more important, I think.
How do you guys go about charging rental rates for these tree houses?
We get as much as we can.